You know, it's interesting how we often find ourselves trapped in this cycle of negativity, isn't it? I mean, we all have those days where the weight of the world feels like it's pressing down on our shoulders, and it's so easy to get sucked into that dark spiral. But let's take a moment to really think about what that means for us. When we dwell in negativity, we're not just having a bad day. We're actively inviting more negativity into our lives. It's like we're opening the door and saying, "Hey, come on in. Let's throw a pity party." But let's be real. Who wants to be at that party? Negativity can manifest in so many ways. It might start with a little voice in your head, whispering doubts and fears, reminding you of every mistake you've ever made. Remember that time you tripped over your own feet in front of everyone? Or maybe it's that nagging feeling of inadequacy that creeps in when you see someone else's success. It's like a thief, stealing your joy and replacing it with self-doubt and frustration. And the more we focus on these thoughts, the more they grow, like weeds in a beautiful garden. Think about it. How often do we replay our failures in our minds? It's like we're stuck in a loop, rehashing the same old stories. If only I had done this differently, or why did I say that? It's exhausting. And the truth is, those past mistakes don't define us. They're just stepping stones on our journey, lessons learned, not shackles that bind us. Yet we cling to them, as if holding on to that negativity gives us some sense of control. But in reality, it only drags us down. And let's not forget about the external negativity that surrounds us. News headlines, social media rants, the endless cycle of doom scrolling. It's like we're living in a world that thrives on chaos and despair. And while it's essential to stay informed, we must also be mindful of how much we let in. It's okay to take a step back, to filter what we consume. We don't have to absorb every ounce of negativity that's thrown our way. We have the power to curate our own mental space, to surround ourselves with positivity and light. But how do we break free from this cycle? How do we shift our focus from darkness to light? It starts with awareness. The moment you catch yourself spiraling, pause. Acknowledge those thoughts, but don't let them take the driver's seat. Replace them with affirmations, with gratitude. What are you thankful for today? What brings you joy? Even the smallest things, a warm cup of coffee, a smile from a stranger, can shift your perspective. And let's talk about self-talk. That inner dialogue we have is so powerful. Instead of berating ourselves for every little mistake, let's practice kindness. Speak to yourself like you would to a friend. It's okay to mess up. You're doing your best. Imagine the difference that could make. Surround yourself with positivity. Seek out uplifting content, inspiring people, and activities that light you up. Engage in conversations that spark joy and creativity. It's about creating an environment where positivity can flourish. So let's commit to dwelling not in negativity and darkness, but in light and possibility. Life is too short to be weighed down by what doesn't serve us. Let's choose to rise above, to embrace the beauty around us, and to create a life filled with joy and fulfillment. Together we can break that cycle and step into the light.